Hello, my chariots. Welcome back to my channel for another Chariots Soul message. These are loving messages that your soul may need to hear. They are not a pick a card reading, so if you are interested in one of those, you can check out the other readings that I have uploaded. These are where I basically shuffle the cards and see what important messages come through for someone that I'm connecting with today. All right. So before we get started, let's just take that moment to go within and focus, clear our minds. So if you can, please take in a deep breath. And just be at peace. Stop for 1 second and just focus on yourself. And I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I am a divine being. All right. So let's see what comes through today, what messages it is that you need to hear. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about, when I said I'm a divine being, somebody left a comment the other day on one of my readings where they're sick and tired of this universe nonsense. And it's those types of comments that stump me because I don't then understand why those people, are on my channel or how they find my channel and listen to the readings. But uh, you can see when the connection isn't there. Everybody has the right to believe in what they want to believe. But when I find those comments, I do have to question, then how are you here? Or what is it that you're looking for? What are you seeking, right? So let's see what's here today. All right. Now this is Moonology Oracle. And then I'm going to get one. I believe this is Soul Journey. All right. So let's see what we have. Release your blocks. First quarter moon in Scorpio. Ooh, death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And detoxify. So, okay, feel, we're starting out with some heavy energy. Picking up my rose quartz wand because I feel like compassion is needed for whoever that I'm connecting with. The death card represented here is all about transformation to me. Okay, so this is a very positive card about uh, rising above the difficulties and the adversities that one has gone through, and then how you transform and how you learn from those difficulties in order to be able to move forward. So I do feel that whoever I'm connecting with today at this time, when you see this, I'm picking up on that feeling of that struggle in showing yourself kindness. All right. You're holding yourself back, my chariots, in some way. All right, with here, release your blocks. You're allowing yourself to get in the way of releasing something that no longer serves you. Okay, whatever that may be. But we do have the full moon in Taurus, and we have detoxify. And with that Taurus energy is, that feeling of stubbornness, that we're talking about bull energy here. And I'm feeling that whoever I'm connecting with here, you've been holding on to something that you know in your heart and soul isn't good for you, and yet there's a fear that I'm picking up on, that I'm feeling. It's that fear of moving forward, okay, because you don't know the outcome. And this is what's holding you back. So I feel like, that important message that Spirit has for you right up here is releasing that block. Uh, that block that is preventing you from being able to expand your wings and move forward and learn from a situation that, again, was unhealthy for you. And nobody's judging you for whatever that situation is. All right. This is a reading for the collective. So that can be many different ways. And we all need to detoxify at times, right? We all need to take a moment where we need to cleanse our energy. So, again, this isn't about judgment. This is about the message that you do not have to hold yourself back. Okay, that it's okay, that you can be gentle with yourself, that you can forgive yourself, and that it's okay for you to love yourself. All right? It's okay for you to love yourself, and make that decision to learn from past mistakes and move forward with your head held high. So let me pull, I'm shuffling some tarot cards. Let's see what else I can get from this situation. Wow, the Emperor. And what I'm hearing is, you've got this. Don't give up. Don't give up. And then we have the Four of Cups. So what I'm hearing, my chariots, right now, for whoever I'm connecting it with, is Spirit saying, don't give up. With the Aries energy here, you still have the energy and the power within you to take control. And they understand how things have been going for you. Look at this, the Four of Cups. And what's the Four of Cups all about? It's that energy of apathy. It's when you fall into that habit of lacking an awareness that's, in regards to your surroundings. There's a lack of an awareness of even yourself. Perhaps you've stopped taking care of yourself or others, or you're not putting attention onto family or friends, or people that love you and surround you. You may have let yourself go in the fact that you're not eating healthy, or you're exercising. You're not, perhaps whatever, that has been so overwhelming for you, has just sort of pummeled your motivation, that motivation to ignite or reignite your passion in order for you to be able to get up and move. All right. And Spirit's here saying, no, don't give up this Knight of Swords energy, because that's the knight that goes into battle. That is the knight that just wants to jump in 100% without even knowing what the consequences or the outcome is of a situation, right? And Spirit's asking you to, push yourself, even if it's in baby steps, all right? Even if it's in baby steps, so that you can begin to move out of this sense of hopelessness that you're feeling, or this sense of not caring or feeling like you want to give up. Okay. The emperor's here for a reason. When he shows up, it's showing me that the situation is calling for that divine masculine energy within you, within yourself, to take charge. This is all about having to take the reins and hold on and steer yourself in the direction that you need to go in order to pull yourself out of this slump that you've been housing yourself in. And for you, it may feel like you've been protecting yourself, because what I'm feeling is there's this energy that's coming through where you've kind of shut yourself off from the world, right? From those that care about you, from the people that surround you. All right. You weren't having it, and that's the whole point of the Four of Cups here. When you look, like, here's the Three Cups that's been going on in your life, and you just don't want to deal with it. And then here's Spirit, here's your God source that's coming in saying, here's another opportunity, and you're pushing that away as well. So this is that reminder that when you are going through a transformation, it does feel messy. It feels awful. Okay, it feels like death, because what's going to happen is you are going to rise from those ashes like the phoenix. Okay, and you are going to come out of this, and you are going to be on top like this emperor. But you have to meet Spirit, you have to meet the universe halfway. All right. You have to give yourself a chance to release what you've been holding in and holding on to, and cleanse and clear your energies so that you can give yourself a fighting chance. What I'm hearing is you deserve it. You deserve this fighting chance. Let's see if I can get any other messages. We have the Three of Wands, a Hierophant, and the Ten of Pentacles. Specifically, what's coming through is it's almost like what I'm feeling is Spirit is snapping. They're snapping next to your ear. Do you hear any ear ringing? Do you hear any signs? Do you ever feel the top of your head? Does it feel like you get little tingly pricks? Spirit's trying to get your attention here. This Hierophant, this is Taurus energy, and it's this is when I read about it, it could be a complicated card because there are different meanings. But what I very much feel in this case, in this reading with the Hierophant and the Emperor here, there is a higher teaching that's going on here. There is a higher lesson that you are learning. And yes, for you personally, it may have sucked. Okay, it's awful. But the Ten of Pentacles is waiting for you. And that's that moment where if you allow yourself, if you forgive yourself, okay, and when we're talking about forgiveness, that goes two ways, right? If something happened to you by someone else, It's stepping in and choosing love to forgive that person. Now, by forgiving someone, that doesn't mean that you have to let your boundaries down and allow yourself to be treated as a doormat. But in your heart, you can forgive them and realize, okay, here's what I've learned from this. Just like if you are going through a situation where maybe you have treated others poorly, it's the same thing. Going within and forgiving yourself, and recognizing that spirit is not judging you. You have to stop judging yourself and listen, because they're trying to, they're sending you a call, all right, that they want you to answer. And if you do that and start to love yourself, this opportunity for this 10 of Pentacles is a beautiful feeling. And that's when you start to focus on all areas of your life and you reach that sense of completion, whether that's emotional completion, mentally you're at peace, right? Physically, in the physical world, that you've manifested a place where you feel content and you feel worthy. Right. And what I'm hearing is it's time now. Here's the Three of Wands. But what I'm hearing is it's time to stop thinking, and it's actually time to start doing. All right. So those are the messages for you today. I do want to get a few more oracle cards. So let's get one from Wisdom Oracle. See what other messages are needed in regards to your situation. Co-create. Okay. Co-create. I'll get one more too. So we have co-create and building blocks, which is beautiful. And look at this. So we have co-create number 40, which reduces to 4. And there's that emperor that's sitting here. This is telling me Spirit's saying to you, don't forget about me. All right. And this is up here, whether it's a jaguar or a leopard. And we have the owl here. Don't forget about me. It takes two. It takes you and me, is what Spirit's saying. And 4, going back to that emperor saying, it takes your power as well. I can't do this all. You need to meet me halfway. Don't forget about me. All right. And then what's beautiful is the building blocks card that's coming out with it, 28 reducing to 10, showing me that, there is success. There will be a completion to this cycle. But right now, what you're doing is you're restructuring yourself from this transformation, from some of the things that you had to let go of and leave behind. Some of, again, these things that I talked about before that no longer serve you. And when we also look at the Emperor and we talk about that number 4, we're talking about foundation and structure, and having to have a solid, secure stepping ground. That is your foundation. So here with these building blocks, you are right now rebuilding your structure. Okay. And if you work with Spirit, if you hear the call, all right, that they are sending to you, this 10 of Pentacles awaits you. Okay. And there's a reminder here too, as you're rebuilding this structure, and look, see how these blocks are falling. They're falling into place. Sometimes someone will knock, they might fall on their side and or they fall off, and that's okay as we're rebuilding ourselves, on a journey of an awakening, of a transformation. There's ebb and flows, right? There's ebb and flows to every situation. All right. And Spirit is here reminding that even when you reach these lows, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. All you have to do is answer, call for me, and I will be here. Okay. So this is a beautiful message. Let's close out with, I did this last time, I'm going to do it again. I like to use angel answers for a personal question that you may have, but then also let's pull a card from Oracle of the Angels and see what advice Spirit and the angels have for you at this time. Oh my goodness. I mean, look at this. All right. Double confirmation. Transformation, okay? The butterflies that are here. And what I'm seeing is look how this person is on the ground. This is you, this is where you've been, this is how you've been feeling, and this is what lies ahead. You just have to see and hear, okay? And be willing to be open. Okay, be willing to be open to this experience. In your mind, say that, tell Spirit, tell the universe, tell your God source that you surrender, that you surrender. Number 38, we're talking about transformation here. 38 reduces to 11, and that's that justice card where we're talking about balance and we're talking about peace and harmony. So let me just read to you the card of transformation. You are in the midst of a profound transformation. You are on a path of rapid growth and change. You have been for some time. The inner work you have completed is about to pay off. You have acquired so much knowledge and experience and are now ready to let go of an old aspect of yourself and rebirth into a new you. Do not be afraid. Embrace this transformation and rejoice in it. And your affirmation for the days that you're struggling, where you feel that you don't know if you can keep pushing. I welcome this personal transformation with open arms and an open heart. All right. So that is beautiful. All right, my chariots, let's end the reading with an angel answer. So at this time, regarding your specific situation, I want you to think of a question while I'm shuffling the cards, and we'll see what card comes out, and then I will read from the book the answer to your question. So I'll just give you a moment to do that. Okay. So at this time, I want you to ask your question. All right. The answer is let go. I just get chills when the energy just falls into place, everything that we discussed, So your spirits, your higher energy source, your angels, your universe is asking you to let go of whatever it is that you've been holding on to because they realize how it has been how unhealthy it has been for you. All right. Um, let's see here. The time has come to let go of this situation. Stop focusing on how or when it will be solved or even why it occurred. Relationships that are unhealthy or unfulfilling should be released in order to allow something better to come along. Don't worry. Source and your angels have everything under control. A key aspect to manifesting your desires is to ask for what you want and then to release it to heaven. If you've drawn this card, you may be holding on too tightly to the way your dreams will unfold. Make a wish and then leave the rest to your angels. Beautiful, okay? Absolutely beautiful for the situation we discussed. And I do want to point out that since they're talking about relationships, on this channel, many times we've talked about deep soul connections such as soulmates and twin flames and how deep and intense those relationships can be. That's why oftentimes people are drawn to my channel, because those relationships have caused pain and they're looking for answers. And I feel that it's very important to mention at this point that just because we acknowledge that someone is our twin flame or our spiritual soulmates, or that kindred spirit that we connect with, doesn't mean that we hold on to that if it is something that is going to be unhealthy for our soul. All right? We can accept it. We can allow ourselves to agree that yes, this is an intense connection, relationship. There's a reason perhaps why the two of you collided, but oftentimes we spend too much time trying to identify and answer this question. And I feel that this advice is perfect. We don't always know the answer as to why certain things occur, and we have to be willing to let that go, especially when it is doing harm to our soul. Okay, so I'm going to leave the reading here, my loves. I hope it resonated with someone. If it does, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you again at the next reading. Bye.